Hello students. So once again I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rajesh Puttanayargatla. In the previous session we saw and discussed about the face sheet, the picture, the slide you can see on your screen, and I gave you some basic details of your English chapters of your class 10, and I also explained about how we can understand the lessons. So in this session, what new we are going to learn now? So on your screen you can clearly see that there is a cover page of your English textbook. Yeah, easily you can find, and it is clearly written Our World Through English, class 10, of course. And the images what you see on the cover page are related to the chapters, to the themes what we are going to learn in the whole academic year. So in the previous session, as I told you, I am not going to give you a big lecture or say you after a long leave, maybe summer holiday, maybe because of this pandemic situation, of because the world was suffering because of this coronavirus. So what I thought, to refresh some of your minds and refresh myself also, to be energetic, so that it could be easy to communicate. It is very important that a student and a teacher to bridge a good thing of relation. Now, the best and better understanding method here, what you have to do is just simply look at the slides, understand what I am going to explain you now. Okay, now this is the first slide. Of course, as I already explained you that it's a first slide of your cover page of your English textbook, class 10. So now we will come to the second slide. Okay, yeah, we are right here. So as I already explained you in the previous lecture, previous session, that we will be having around 8 units in this book, in this English textbook. So first unit is personality development. Every unit has been given a specific theme name. It means, what do you mean by a theme? What do you mean by giving a particular name to that theme? It has its own importance. So means what I mean to say is, you will be having 3 basic chapters. Here on your slide you can clearly observe that what is written vertically is personality development, and in the horizontal manner you will find unit 1. A is attitude is altitude, that is the first chapter of your textbook. B, every success story is also a story of great failures. And the last chapter, C section, which is I will do it. Now when you try to understand, just think all the words, all the sentences formed by these names of the chapters gives us some message. Okay, attitude is altitude. See, attitude, what is an attitude? It's a way of thinking, nothing else. How we look towards the society, what we are in the society. Okay, we will be learning this in detail in future sessions also. So this is the slide which explains us about personality development. And one more important thing, you can see one picture here, a child who is flying on a pencil. Am I right? I hope everybody can see it. Yes. Is he flying on pencil or what he is doing? Some alphabets you can see there. It's a colorful picture. It's a very colorful, beautiful page designed, and you can see a child is climbing a pencil, and both the hands in his hair are in air and showing his freeness. So what do you understand from it? What do you understand from it? Okay. So this is my question to you. You can comment after watching the video in the comment box after this. Now, personality development. Now, what is a personality? Before we start any lesson or any chapter, we should understand what is the meaning of that theme. What are we going to learn from it? What is the basic thing we are going to learn from it? Because why it is important, actually, whatever we are going to learn from a chapter, it will be applied into our life. It will affect our real life. Am I right or wrong? Say yes or no, children. Huh? Yes, of course. Now, personality. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So we were talking about personality, the term personality. The personality is a term derived from a letter person. If you break it into pieces, it will be very easy to understand the term. See, in English language, when we find very big letters, say lengthy letters, what we have to do is we have to break it into pieces. So it will be easy to understand. Okay. Now, personality. How I pronounce is person. Personality. Personality is nothing but a person's quality. Okay, it's an person's quality, and the unit theme is personality development. Now, personality development means a person's quality development. That's it, simple. I hope you all are understanding. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Yeah, now we are today going to discuss the face sheet of this unit. Actually, before I go to the face sheet, I would like to discuss about some people which will motivate you, which will let you know that how a life can be lived in any circumstances. Whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are in good condition, whether you are in bad condition, it's all the term. It comes to the thinking, the way how we think. The term comes to round and round. It goes to and come to a single center point, and that is our attitude, as I told you, it is a way of thinking. Okay, now the slide behind me, you can see there is a picture. Yes, who is she? She is Arunima Sinha. Yes, Arunima Simha, sorry. So what do you see in the picture? What do you see in the picture? She's a lady, she's a woman. She is standing somewhere on a height. Looking at her clothes, anybody can easily recognize that she is standing somewhere where is where the weather is very much cold. Okay, and she is holding something in her hand. What is that? What is that? It is an Indian flag. It's a tricolor Indian flag. It's our Indian flag. We are Indian, our Indian flag. Now, why this Arunima Simha is holding that flag and standing at so much height and in such a cold weather? What would be the reason? Let's try to read about her. Now, Arunima Sinha lost her leg when some robbers pushed her out of a moving train. 2 years later, she became the first woman amputee to climb Mount Everest. Now, just try to understand, children, here. Robbers, a woman, they pushed her out of the moving train and she climbs the Mount Everest. She dislikes the look of pity and sympathy in everyone's eyes and did not want to be looked upon as a handicapped person. She has proved that a strong determination and will is far more important than a strong body. Even with a prosthetic leg, she overcame her challenges and made history. It means what? Now, just a few seconds before, we were discussing what? A lady holding an Indian flag and standing on a great height. And it's not a simple height, it's the tallest mountain, that is Mount Everest. And if I say a woman, a girl, or say a person who has lost her leg, who is an handicap, here Arunima Sinha is an handicap, lost her leg already, and she has climbed Mount Everest. Means what? What she has achieved? What she has done? A normal person, a normally fit person, sometimes doesn't understand what to do in his life. And look at this woman, what she did. So, can we take her as an inspiration? Yes, of course, we can take her as an inspiration. Let's go for next slide. Now, see, here is the second picture, Wilma Rudolph. Children, you have already learned about this woman, Wilma Rudolph, in your 6th class textbook. Yes, just try to look at the picture, you will come to know. We have already learned about Wilma Rudolph. Now, Wilma Rudolph, I salute such kind of women, I salute such kind of girls, because Wilma Rudolph, now see, let's see her childhood story or what we can express about herself. Okay, what I can talk about herself, which will be a few words, which will be a least word in front of her achievement. What I am going to speak today is uncountable. Means I cannot count the proudness. I cannot count her achievements. It's having a huge list. Okay, children, Rudolph suffered from several early child illness. Now see what I said. She has been suffering already from her childhoodness. Okay, including what? Pneumonia. Pneumonia, such a dangerous fever. When a small baby or child gets suffered from such kind of illness, there is very less chances of getting the life back. But she fought pneumonia and scarlet fever, and she contracted infantile paralysis. Now paralysis, everybody know what is a paralysis. Paralysis means what? It's a kind of illness in which the person can't move. I am not telling about the whole body, it may be some part of his body. Now in case of Wilma Rudolph, what happened here? She was paralyzed by her leg at the age of only 5. She caused polio. She suffered from polio because of what? The doctor said she will never able be to put her leg on the earth. Means what? She will be permanently disabled now for her future. The doctor declared and said that she will be completely taking the bed rest. Now once again look at the picture. When I see her face, I feel very proud that she is smiling. Look at what she is wearing. She is wearing a jersey. Okay. So, what did Wilma Rudolph do after the doctor's opinion? Can you imagine? She did not get disappointed. She did not get disappointed. It is very important, children, that in the case of Arinava Sinha or say Wilma Rudolph or any person who is suffering from any kind of disease or any kind of problems, we must never get disappointed. Here, at the age of 12, what Wilma did? She told her mother that my dream is to be the fastest runner in the world. Just imagine, children. At one side, the doctor says she will be not able to keep her leg. She will be not able to put her foot on the earth in her future life. Here, at the age of 12, what she did? She pulled off the brace from her leg, and she started struggling and walking on the earth. It means the confidence in her, the positiveness inside her, the attitude, the way of thinking inside her made her win. Okay, let's see the next slide now. Yes, now we are to the chapters face sheet now, units face sheet. The first unit, as we are going to discuss in this textbook, the previous two examples was there to let you know that people being in a handicap, how they are successful. Okay, now my question here starts with this slide is, what do you see on this slide? Do you know the people? Do you know these people? What is their specialities? Okay, there are three pictures. First is Sudha Chandran, second is Stephen Hawkins, and third is Helen Keller. Okay, Do you know anything about them? Do you know any qualities about them, these persons, these personalities? Okay, definitely they are some special, they are having some kind of speciality, so they are here in this position. They are on the front page of your lesson as a face sheet picture, and they are also an inspiration to all. What qualities they were having, we will be seeing in future session. Now see, now what qualities do you think, second question here is, it is asked, what qualities do you think a person requires to become successful? Okay, the first question was, do you know these people, what are their specialities? Second question, what qualities do you think a person requires to become successful? What is your opinion? Third question, what they are asking, listen carefully, you can read on the slide also, and try to understand before answering or commenting on the video. After watching the complete video, I compulsory want your responses, so that it will be easy to bridge the gap between you and me. Okay, a teacher, a student, it is very important to be transparent. Okay, if you have any doubts, if you have any complaints, you can put in the comment box. Okay, let's go for the third question. What is your opinion that about the attitude of society towards individuals with special needs? Now here I will explain, I will help you a bit about this question. Okay, if anybody has understood clearly the question, they will be directly answering. So some children are facing with the what is a difficult words given in the text, so I would like to help in this third question. Okay, what is your opinion? Opinion means what do we think about them, what we think. In Telugu we say మన అభిప్రాయం. వాళ్ళు ఏమడుగుతున్నానంటే మన అభిప్రాయం ఏంటిది చెప్పమంటున్నారు. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ ఒపీనియన్ అబౌట్ ద యాటిట్యూడ్ ఆఫ్ ద సొసైటీ టువర్డ్స్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ విత్ స్పెషల్ నీడ్? అంటే ఇలాంటి స్పెషల్ నీడ్స్ అంటే మేబీ దే ఆర్ హ్యాండిక్యాప్స్. If somebody in say our neighbor only, if someone is handicapped, say someone is deaf, say someone is blind, say someone is disabled to walk, okay, is not able to stand. Okay, so how society looks towards them, how they treat them, is the question asked here. Okay, and then there is an oral discourse. Now discourse is nothing but a discussion, a debate, a talk on a topic. Okay, but don't take it lightly, because it is a very important factor, very important topic, which will be very helpful to you for the whole academic year. Now this discourse is about what topic? Disability is not an obstacle for success. The topic they have given us to discuss is disability is not an obstacle for success. Children, now I want the answer from you all, that whether it is true or false. If it is true, you write you can comment. If it is false, you can also comment. In the both the cases, I want your responses, so that we can clarify the term. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. You have seen the pictures. Now the first picture is Sudha Chandran, second picture is Stephen Hawking, and third is Helen Keller. Yes, of course, they are famous personalities. There might be no chances, there is no chances that none, or say, I cannot say that not even 1% percent chances of people might not knowing them. Okay, we will move to next slide. Now Sudha Chandran. Let's go in some detail now. Sudha Chandran, yes, of course, everybody know her. She is a very successful Bharatanatyam dancer in Indian television, Indian films. She is a television actress. She is born in India. She earned BA degree from Mithibai College, Mumbai, and she has done MA in economics. Now just see so much skills she is having. See, just having a single skill is not important. You should have some more qualities also. To make a position in a society, we should have as much as good qualities, so that we can make position in our society. Okay, let's see in the next slides about Sudha Chandran. Yeah, first we saw in the slide that Sudha Chandran is how educated, how good Indian actress she is, and how successful television star she is being. Now, in this picture, what do you find? What do you see? Just look at the picture. What is written in the picture? In the first half picture, in the inverted comma, they have written that I lost my leg but I didn't stop dancing. Yes, as we all know, she is an Bharatanatyam dancer. Here, she is trying to say what? I lost my leg. I lost my leg, but I didn't stop dancing. It means what? It is the confidence she is showing. It is the courage what she has in. In the second half picture, you can see the right leg while she is performing is being circled by a red color. It means what? This right leg was damaged. How it was damaged? We will see here. Actually, she met a terrible accident one time that resulted in the amputation of her right leg. Despite the crushing disability, Sudha Chandran, has emerged as one of the most acclaimed and influential classical dancer in India. Now after losing the leg, after meeting a huge, worse accident, she did not lose her hope, and she again started performing, again started to dance. Means what? The positivity, the way of thinking. See, we are going to learn about in this theme about attitude, the way of thinking. Here you can clearly observe that Sudha Chandran, after meeting such a terrible accident, she did not lose the hope and she continued to perform. And as a result, what she get in on behalf of that performances, she done several films in various languages. Her films include the 1984 Telugu film Mayuri, in which she played a different role. She is awarded in 1986 with special jury award at the National Film Awards for her performance in Mayuri. I am discussing about only one film. She is a very good, very excellent television actress also. She's an excellent Indian cinema actress actually. But important thing is what? The positiveness she maintained, and now the success is in her legs. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Stephen Hawkins. What do you see on the picture? Stephen William Hawkins. Now, everybody know him? Okay. Stephen Hawking. Now he is no more. Of course, he is an brilliant. He was an brilliant scientist. He was born on 8th January 1942, and he died on 14th March of 2018. What was he? Just look at the picture. When you look at the picture, you will try to understand what he doing. He is just sitting on a wheelchair. He is completely disabled. He is sitting on a wheelchair. He is having some kind of system in front of him. That might be an electronic device, maybe a computer, maybe a laptop. And if you clearly observe there, you will find there is an headphone to it attached to his chin. Okay, he used to operate that electronic device by his chin. Okay, why? What kind of disability was it? Let's see here. He was an English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author who was director of research at the Center of Theoretical Cosmology of the University of Cambridge at the time of his death. Actually, he was suffering from a huge illness. What kind of illness? Let's see now. In the second slide, you can see here what is Stephen Hawking doing. Of course, anybody can see there is no gravity there. It means what? He is in space. Look at, just think what the way he is living his life. What we can learn from it. A person who is completely disabled, who is completely dependent on others, is flying in space. Means what? Okay. Now we were talking about his disease. In 1963, he was diagnosed with an early onset slow progressing form of motor neuron disease that gradually paralyzed him over the decades. It means what? Neural disease. Neural disease means which is related to our nervous system. Basically, it is related to nervous system. Maybe your whole body, your brain, or any part. We have nerves in our complete body. Okay, our body operates with these all terms. In your science subject, you will come to know in detail about it. So, he was gradually paralyzed for decades. Now, decades means what? And 10 years make one decade. For over decade means he was more than ill for more than some decades. Okay, but at the same time, if you see the next side of the coin, what do you understand? Look at the life how he is living. See, he is doing inventions. He became a great scientist. He achieved several projects. He went to space. Everything he made possible for himself. You will be surprised if I say he also lost his speech and he was not even able to communicate. He used his single cheek muscle to move the cursor. Is it great? Is it great? Of course, it is great. He wrote many books. He made many inventions. It's a salute to him. We should praise him. It's a very sad thing we lost him, but it's a very great achievement to have such kind of person on this earth. And I will not call him as disabled. And I will not call disability as an obstacle for any handicapped person after looking him. Let's come to the next slide. Okay, some more information is written here about Stephen Hawkins. Hawkins was a fellow of Royal Society, a lifetime member of Pontifical Academy of Sciences, and recipient of Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States. Now, Presidential Medal of Freedom means he was awarded with the best quality of achievements. He ranked 25 in the BBC's poll of the 100 Great Britons. He died on 14th March 2018 at the age of 76 after living with motor neuron disease for more than 50 years. As I earlier discussed, he was suffering from this neuron disease for more than decades. How many decades? Here it is clearly mentioned that he was ill for more than 50 years. 5 decades it means. When he died, the age was 76. Just think, if every handicapped person thinks positively and try to do the best what he can do out of with what quality he has, instead of losing hope on life, will definitely get some achievements. The world will praise them. Everyone will be proud of them, like how we are today reading about this famous personalities. This is development. This is personality development. Being handicapped, they have made themselves to show the world what we can do, how we can do, and what kind of conditions we are being, and what achievement we have done for you. It means they are kicking off the handicappedness. They are saying we are not handicapped, we are perfectly fit, and we can live our life with great pride, I say. It's a very great thing. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Helen Adam Keller, full name. Now look at this beautiful lady picture. Everybody, have you heard her name? Yes, of course, she is a famous author, writer, poetess. What I know is, I can't explain. She is having so many qualities. Okay, now she is having so many qualities. She is a brilliant personality, and I don't have a word to speak in front. Now, Helen was born on 27th of June 1880. Okay. Now, at the age of only 19 months, she suffered from the illness. Unknown illness, which was an acute conjunction of the stomach and the brain. Stomach and the brain. See, our body parts We cannot live if any of our body part functions, dysfunctions, or say if the dysfunctioning part is given a proper treatment, or if say that part is not given timely treatment, it can be in the critical situation. Here the same thing happened with Helen Keller. She was left deaf and dumb. డెఫ్ అండ్ డమ్ అంటే వినపియది, మాటలు రావు. ఓకే, అండ్ ఆల్సో బ్లైండ్. A person, if he want to come out of his house, first step, when he puts on the earth or say on the floor, he will find a place, and to find a place we need eyes. A person, if he want to communicate with anyone, he need a voice. He want to talk, we need a voice. And if you are having a capacity to talk, and if you are not able to listen, is again a big problem. Here Helen Keller was suffering from all these troubles, but still she did not give up. See what kind of lady, how inspirational, how much motivational. So while we are studying about these people, first we read about Arunima, then we learned about this Wilma Rudolph, then we came to Sudha Chandran, then we came to Stephen Hawking, now Helen Keller. Let's see in this next slide. This Helen Keller, just look at the last line. Bachelor of Arts degree. In the while we were discussing about Helen Keller, I said to you that she is completely disabled. She cannot listen, she cannot see, she is a blind, deaf, dumb. And look at the achievement now. She achieved a bachelor degree in arts. Isn't it surprising? Here people having all kind of benefits, all kind of qualities, even somebody is not having money issue or any kind of issues. Even many of people, they don't take interest in studies, they don't think about their future. Now Helen Keller is the best example. She was also suffering from lots of financial crisis, where someone helped her. While you will read the slide, you will come to know someone helped her. Some other people paid her fees for education, and in 1904, at the age of 24, Keller graduated as a member of Pi Beta Kappa from Radcliffe, becoming the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Degree in Arts. What a great achievement. So we are discussing here the face sheet of your first unit. Let's go to the next slide. Now, we had a long chat now. We had a long lesson here. Now let's see what did we understand from this chapter. Now from the above unit face sheet examples, what did you understand? Now what is a personality? Some questions I have asked previously also, some I have written in the slide. what is a personality? What I think is, if you have some different answers, you may comment. Definitely, I will be welcoming your comments, and I will also improve from you. Whether I will also learn from you something new. Okay. See, learning doesn't match or compare with any kind of age bar or anything. Okay. As for me, a personality is a combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual distinctive character. Means what? These are all our inner qualities, our characters, which make a person, which make a complete person. And when I say complete person, it is an personality. Now, what is an attitude? What is an attitude? An attitude is a way a person think. It helps us to understand ourselves. The person think means మనం ఏం ఆలోచిస్తాము, మనం ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తామో మనం అలానే తయారవుతాము. ఓకే, ఇట్ హెల్ప్స్ అస్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్, దట్ ఈస్ అవర్ స్ట్రెంగ్స్ అండ్ వీక్నెస్, టు form right attitude towards the life, society, career and so on. అంటే మనం ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తామో అలానే తయారవుతాము, ఎలా అయితే తయారవుతామో అలానే సమాజం, సొసైటీ ముంగటికి వెళ్తాం. ఓకే, అక్కడ చూసేటోళ్ళకు మన స్ట్రెంగ్స్ ఏంటి, వీక్నెస్ ఏంటి క్లియర్గా అర్థమవుతాయి. ఓకే, ఆ క్లియర్గా అర్థమైనాయి అంటే ఆ సొసైటీకి మన కెరియర్, మన లైఫ్ ఎలా జరుగుతుందో అది క్లియర్గా విజిబుల్ అయిపోతుంది. ఇట్ మీన్స్ వాట్? వీ షుడ్ మెయింటైన్ అ గుడ్ యాటిట్యూడ్, వీ షుడ్ థింక్ వెరీ, వీ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ గుడ్ థింకింగ్ టు బికమ్ అ గుడ్ పర్సన్. ఓకే, సో దెర్ వాజ్ వన్ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ ద ఫేస్ షీట్ పేజ్, ఫస్ట్ పేజ్. Let's see if we can find the answer here. Okay, is disability an obstacle for a person? Now the answer, as per me, a man, I did not write this answer by my own, I copied somewhere. Stephen Dolly, she has written very wonderful line. I liked so much that I can't stop myself to write here. I wrote here. A man who wants to do something will find a way. It means what? If a person want to do something, if we want to do something, if we want to achieve something in his life, he will definitely find a way. And the person who doesn't want will find an excuse. Excuse means ఎవరికైతే లైఫ్లో ఏదైనా సాధించాలా అనిపిస్తే దారి ఆటోమేటిక్గా వెళ్తుంది. ఎవరైతే ఏదో మనతో కాదు, ఇది ఏంటిది అన్నది ఎక్స్క్యూజే అన్నది. ఓకే, సో definitely we must not stop, never stop trying, because maybe we will fail for some time, we will fail many times, but there will be a one day when the world will look, the world will say, after so many struggle, so much struggle, look what an achievement has done. Am I right or wrong? Hence disability can never be an obstacle for a person who thinks positively. Of course. Am I right? Okay. See, after listening this lecture, I want everybody, those who are going to see this video, whether on WhatsApp or whether on YouTube or any social media, I want 100% response, 100% comment from you. so that in the next session we will start the chapter. Okay, let's go for the next slide, which is the end of my lesson session here. Thank you for listening. Once again, my name is Y Rajesh sir. I am a BCom graduate from University of Mumbai. So thanks for listening once again. Let's meet in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving your precious time. Thank you.